Joe Biden has been the most invisible U.S. president in my lifetime. What has Joe been up to? I have lived through Clinton, Bush Jr., Obama, Trump, and now Biden. Biden has been by far the least relevant president out of all of them. Why isn't MSM pointing their cameras on him like all previous presidents? The contrast between the current regime when it comes to media presence and those of Obama and Trump is stark. What are they hiding? Elon Musk, the Federal Reserve, crypto, Trump, Russia and Ukraine have been getting more coverage than Biden. It's as if the President of the United States is less relevant than in the past. He's just doing, the thing. If I was president, I'd be invisible. My policy would be the US is now minding its own business. Don't contact my office. Mainly, being not Trump. That was his mandate. After all, literally, the only reason he was elected. Why do you want your president to be a media personality? Sleeping. I hear stories about him on the news all the time. Not being Trump. I think early on he made the conscious decision to stay low-key. As people were burned out for 4 years of Trump's circus clown act. And on top of that, he's old as shit, not a compelling speaker, and talks slowly. He doesn't have any kind of charismatic appeal. So it makes sense for him not to seek media attention. He's down the short tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy. Well, the last president couldn't stay out of the news with his antics and wacky personality. The one before that was black, which caused a fuss for a lot of people. The one before him got us into a massive oil war. And the one before that had a massive sex scandal while in office, the disappearing cigar magic trick. Joe Biden is just old as fuck and super bland. He's an incredibly boring dude. Joe Mama. Is that so bad though? Like after Trump tweeting non-stop and all you saw was Trump this, Trump that. On the flip side, he was funny as fuck, and the only funny thing about Biden is when he falls over. Every couple of months. He's boring. I know I'll be downvoted to oblivion, but I am entitled to my opinion. I suspect other individuals are running the executive from Pelosi to Obama. He's just napping. Leave him alone. He's old AF. He needs his naps. Probably trying to survive TBH. He governs like he campaigned. Original Biden is long gone. Nothing to see here. Oh yeah, there is aliens. Look away. They don't want him in public much. Especially not answering questions from the press. H has been up to eating ice cream and falling all over the place while lying through his teeth and mumbling word salads. He's sniffing kids. After the incessant attempts to call attention to Trump's mental faculties declining with age, they've got no choice other than keeping Biden off screen and out of sight. There's far more focus on that now. You've heard him attempt to get through a sentence. Shitting his pants too much. Sniffing little girls and boys. Napping, sleeping. Plot twist, you have dementia. I think at some point down the line press figured out the only way to avoid negative press was just to buy the media's silence. Think about it. Before, a lot of press were all cheapskates. They wanted to hoard their cash up until recently. It didn't help Barack that he was black, so that was unavoidable and he made his nut while being press. Trump, as we all know, was and is a complete cheapskate. And of course he didn't help his case by being a weirdo long before that. The media was always gonna come for him one way or the other. Now Sleepy seen the way to go about it, and it was a simple plan. Oatmeal. And Kamala, the first female POC vice president, and has been invisible as well. It's so fucking odd. He was on vacation at the beach yesterday. God save the Queen man. Cashing checks from China. It's because he has dementia. He is incompetent and he is a security risk. He never does anything at night anymore. It's his Alzheimer's. Actually working probably. He doesn't need to be on Twitter all day. As it should be. How is that bad? Destroying the country. You mean unlike Trump's 500 rounds of golf in 4 years? Or the 2 entire years that he exclusively communicated with the world through Twitter? There is no way they're going to let him debate Trump after what he said about the 51 intelligence agency that the laptop was Russian disinformation. The media point out everything that Trump says is a lie, and Biden is caught red-handed, and Trump has receipts. Every time you point the cameras his way, the dude's unable to put together a single sentence. What's more embarrassing is people support him. It is crazy the media tempo is diff with him and was with the election. Blows my mind that people don't seem to notice it. He's got dementia and something like Parkinson's. They are hiding that corpse so he doesn't shit his pants in public or drop an N-bomb so they can run him out there against Trump again in 2024. The election was much the same. Biden was pretty invisible. Turns out not to matter much if you get enough people to send in duplicate mail-in ballots or ballots in the names of many thousands deceased. May God rest their souls. After Trump, the whole country feels like they woke up in rehab after going on a long heroin binge. This is what normal presidential coverage looks like. Nobody gives a fuck. Eventually, like every other president, we'll find out Biden did some shady shit, but only a quarter of the country might care about that when all is said and done, because the world didn't stop turning. It's damage control. He's a laughingstock. Hasn't sleeping on the job. Okay. It's called a siesta and it's a Mexican tradition. He's getting really into because he wants to relate to our southern neighbors more. Mostly lying, cheating and stealing. Oh, crapping his pants. Laundering money. Which Joe you talking about? There's a few by the looks of it. Vacation. Lots of it. It's because they are hiding the dementia. I don't think he even remembers what he's up to right now. Taking money from foreign powers. Ice cream and sniffing kids, and pinching nipples and crapping his pants. Biden has a free pass from criticism from the news and late night. The guy is literally a mummy and corrupt. You're equating screen time with relevancy. Trump got a lot of screen time but didn't do squat. Unfit in every way for the job. Joe's doing the job he was elected to do and getting things done. I'll take Joe any day and twice on Sunday. Sleeping and fumbling his way through speeches.